Hi guys, tonight we're going to be doing some lasagna. We're going to do it a little different though. We're going to do it in the smoker, so this ought to be a lot of fun. Should bring a lot of flavor to it. So let's get it going. Alright, so we got our onions here. We're just going to pulse them up nice and good. I'm being lazy, so just do that a little easier. Okay, so we're going to do our lasagna going, our noodles. Kind of break them. Set them in there. So far we're doing pretty good on not breaking them, but you never know. Not real estate. Soften, they should be in there okay. Then you're going to want to stir them up a little bit here and there. You don't need to really do too much, but. Alright, so we're going to heat up our pan, get our sausage going. You can use hamburger if you like. I like doing sausage because I like the Italian sausage better. I just think it brings a lot more flavor to it. So go ahead and put our Italian sausage in there. That cooking along with our onions. In there with it. All out of there. And hopefully this pan's big enough to fit everything in there. Lasagna noodles are almost done. Garlic in this thing. Calls for 2, so 5. Where 2 is what this says, 5 is better, right? Right. Stir that in real good. Get nice and brown. Then we're going to add our tomatoes, paste, and some seasoning in there. And once everything's done, we're going to put it together. Okay, now that it's good and brown, we're going to put in our tomatoes, crushed tomatoes. I did have to drain some of the grease out a little bit. I don't want too much grease in there. So I've already actually done that because it is sausage, so it's kind of greasy. Let's stir in our seasoning. So basil and parsley in here. I just put them in and kind of mix them together. Put that in there. It actually calls for dried basil, but I didn't realize it did, so I didn't, and I'm out of dried basil, so we're just using fresh. Should work just fine. Stir that in. Hopefully it doesn't make it taste funky. I don't think so, but usually fresh just makes it more pronounced, the flavor, so not a big deal. And we're going to take sugar. Put sugar in there. 2 tablespoons. Sorry, because I don't remember everything. You have to look at the recipe a little bit. I put a little bit of fennel seeds in there. Italian seasoning, which just a teaspoon of that. Stir that up together. Oops. There's the mess I was thinking I was going to make. That'll be fun for later. Chunks of spice in there. That would not be good. Sorry, this video is going to be a little longer than most, just because this process takes a little bit. So we're going to let this simmer on the stove for a little bit, and we'll be back in a little bit. So I'm just going to add just a tiny bit of wine in there. I know that looks like a little more than a tiny bit, but it'll give it a nice flavor to the sauce. I just used a little bit of red wine. You can use whatever you want. I tend to use Merlot because it's cheap. You can buy cooking wine. A lot of them, I think, suck, but you know, to each his own. So like I said, we're going to turn our heat down, let it simmer for a little bit, and we'll be back. Alright, so we're going to mix up our cheese, and I'll probably do this for a second. I'm going to put ricotta cheese, 16 ounces of that. Oh, and one thing too, I forgot to mention, you do add a little bit of water to the meat sauce. It's like a half a cup, so I did that off camera, sorry. Okay, so we do that, a little parsley. Not coming out very good, so a little parsley, salt, and then we're gonna put an egg in there. Mix that up. And I really don't know how to use this one, so. Mix her up good there. Ready to go. As soon as our sauce is ready, we'll get it all put together. Alright, so we got this all done. What we're going to do is we're going to put our meat sauce in there. About half what we got there. I don't know if the ladle's the best thing, but that's what I'm using. You know, ladles serve their purpose, but they suck when they're in the drawer. I don't know if anybody else agrees with me on that, but they always seem to get caught on the drawer, and it drives me up the wall. And then my wife's over there laughing at me, because I have a whole rant about that, but maybe we'll go into that another day, so not today. Oh, got our meat sauce. Noodles. Hopefully these turned out okay. They looked okay. There's a couple of them that I did that, like one of them got a little stuck to the bottom of the pan, but they can be alright. Nice and cool, so noodle. That. Take our ricotta cheese mixture here. Write this off. We're going to take about half of this and we're just going to spread it over this. I'm sure a lot of you guys that have made lasagna probably a little better at this than I am, but you know, kind of new at lasagna. I don't bake a lot, so but I do love Italian food. It's like one of my favorites. So I should have made just a little bit more of this. You can use different cheeses if you want. I've got some mozzarella here that we're going to put on there. Use sliced. I'm going to use shredded, just because it's a lot easier. I'm just going to give it a good layer of the mozzarella cheese. Really good. That should be about enough. And then Parmesan cheese. Can't go wrong with cheese. Everybody likes cheese. Well, not everybody, but most people like cheese. And we're going to start all over. Meat sauce. We might have used too much meat sauce on the bottom. But nobody's perfect, right? Not even me. Of course, those that know me know I'm far from perfect. So, but I made this lasagna before with my wife. We did it a little bit ago, and we just baked it. This is the first time I'm going to be doing it in the smoker, and everybody that I've talked to that has done this in the smoker, so it's absolutely incredible. A little bit of smoke flavor just adds so much to it. So yeah, I did use a little bit too much meat sauce, but that's okay. And same thing. It's a good thing we got tons of extra noodles. I don't know about you guys, but I like to listen to a little music while I'm doing it. Got in trouble a little bit ago for putting a copyrighted song on there, but I guess if they copyright me, it's funny too because it was like countries I don't think I have a very good reach at all in, so I screwed that up. That's not good. I'm just gonna leave that whole. More ricotta cheese. Well, our mixture anyway. It's not actually just ricotta. I got a buddy that does not like ricotta cheese. I told him I made lasagna, and he's like, "Oh, I can't stand that." I'm like, "Really? I think it's pretty good." I think I didn't make enough cheese either. That's going to be okay. Well, that's covered. Alright, so we got that part. And with our mozzarella. That's like 2 pounds right there of mozzarella. It's gone now. Just sprinkle our Parmesan cheese over the top. Throw a little oregano over the top of it. A little bit. And if you wanted to make like a spicy one too, it'd be kind of fun. You could do like spicy Italian sausage instead. That would actually be really, really good, I think. We're going to cover this with tin foil. And we're going to go throw it in the smoker. But thing we got to do is spray this so it doesn't stick to it. Just a hair of a mess, I guess. I'm going to turn this over. cook it for about 25 minutes in the smoker, and then uncover it and cook it for another 25 minutes roughly, and then it should be good to go. So we'll see. So got it on there. It'll be at 375 is the best temperature it said to cook it at. So we're gonna give that a whirl. All right, been 25 minutes. Let's give her a look. Little hot. I'm gonna take this cover off. Luckily, none of the cheese stuck to it. So far, looking pretty good. Give her another 25 minutes, uncovered now, and see what she looks like. All right, so it's been about 50 minutes. I forgot to set a timer on the second 25, so I kind of had to guess, but it looks like it's done. It looks pretty amazing. So we're gonna let it sit for a little bit on the stove and just kind of let it settle in so it's not runny or whatnot, and then we'll put it on a plate and take a taste. All right, so there's the finished product. Looks pretty good. I had a little taste. It's really good. Gonna have a little red wine with it. This is what we're drinking tonight. Little Menage a Trois Luscious Pinot Noir. It's one of our favorites, so we're gonna give her a taste and go from there. All right, so that concludes our video for tonight. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, leave a comment. Check me out on Instagram, TikTok, if you want to. I appreciate all the support and the comments that I've gotten. And if you guys like this, try it yourself. I'll leave all the ingredients and stuff in the description. Hopefully you can have a lot of fun with this one. Yeah, so have a great night. Here's to your health.